Hello! Hi! Welcome! Oh my goodness! Welcome in everyone. How's it going? How is your evening? I'm back. I'm White and Nerdy. And here we are. We are streaming. We are playing some Civilization 7 today. And today's a very special day. I finally got my video done. We've officially announced the very beginning of CivGive. And if anyone has not seen, there is a video on the channel describing everything about CivGive and what to expect. Between the game, explaining the charity, and as well as the run that I'm doing. So, if you haven't seen it, it's right here on my channel. And I'll put a little link here in both chats, just to make sure that everyone on YouTube and on Twitch sees it. I put a lot of time into this, making sure it was like really, really detailed, and I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy with it. I also did it in DaVinci Resolve, guys, instead of Adobe, because I've finally made the switch. I've finally been making the switch. So I'm very happy with this. Basically, the short answer of the video is we are now fundraising for Gamers Outreach. The CivGive2025 will be held on December 14th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a marathon Civ event with most of your favorite Civ 7 creators. That is going to include 8 different players. Not everyone's available. We did have to figure out exactly who was available and who wasn't. So it's not every single, but we're trying to make sure that most creators that want to be involved are involved. I, of course, have been invited, and I will be one of the players this year for CivGive. It's going to be an 8-hour multiplayer game, but also it's going to be a bunch of big charity fiascos, shenanigans. If you do the exclamation point donate command, it will pull up the Tiltify link. If you're over on Twitch, I don't think I actually have that working over on YouTube, but if you're on YouTube, there'll be a link in the description as well. That's going to bring up my Tiltify. The fundraising. Oh, yeah, and we're supporting Gamers Outreach Foundation. They provide video game consoles to children's hospitals. Fantastic organization. Very great to work with. And, I mean, if you need any information, go ahead, go watch the video. It explain everything you need to know. But assuming you've already watched the video and you want to jump into Civ, oopsies. I do want to very quickly show off a little bit of the rewards and incentives for fundraising. Hang on. Boom. Here we are. My page, my Tiltify page, is officially live, and actually we have a pretty dang good head start on fundraising. You can see here we have $415 fundraised. My original goal was set to $2,000, and well, I'm saying right now I'm trying to fundraise just a little bit more than last year. We do, of course, want to aim a little bit higher, and that means 3,100. And I'll get to that exact number why in a second here. But you can, of course, redeem multiple different things. We have a few people that have already donated. We had Uli donating. We had Anonymous. That's a family member of mine that donated. Claimed naming the capital, actually. So the capital city has been named, as well as our religion has also been named. And then we have Birdie's Bay. So what I'm talking about here are a couple of the redeems, naming cities after you for the actual fundraiser day. Naming my religion, of course, has been taken. Naming the capital has been taken. But there's a bunch of there's little fun redeems, like making me flirt or roast other players in the game, like Van Bradley, or putting diamond stickers on my face, making me pet or give my dog treats. These Bean Boozled jelly beans, which are going to be either taste like a normal jelly bean or they taste awful. Like I believe there's the yellow one, the orange ones are either peach or barf. They're so gross. There's also a hot Bean Boozled, which is going to be hilarious. To also making me dye my hair. These are going to be, of course, a bunch of different variations of dyeing my hair. And these actually, we're going to make it so that these are redeemable multiple times this year. So if you want, someone goes for the blue hair, someone can also go for green, red, or yellow, or any color. This is where we got the hot pink last year. And then dyeing my hair any pattern as well is going to be available. So in the video, I also committed to running 1 mile, Jesus, 1 mile for $100 donated. And that is, of course, where we ended up running a 50K this past year because we raised $3,095. That is 31 miles, 50 kilometers. And I just did another video also on the channel for that. So I will be setting at least I'll be reserving the right. How about that? I'm reserving the right to set a cap for the run, because as much as I want to run as much as possible, the problem last year, where I assumed, hey, let's make this really fun, interesting little commitment to I'll run 1 mile for $100. Maybe we'll raise $2,000. That's what I was trying to hit last year. And what ended up happening, because that'd be like 20 miles. That's a good run. I had just ran a marathon. So like for a charity commitment, that was going to work out well. We ended up hitting 30, and that was intense. That was literally an ultra marathon, and it's something that I'm glad I did, and I'm super happy. But it was something that really just like, not only during fundraising did I get scared, and I had to I had to stop myself and trying to pump the brakes on the fundraising. Like I was literally telling at the end of the CivGive to donate to other streamers because I didn't want to have to run anymore, right? And it turned into this big thing that kind of hung over me the entire year. This big commitment that I had to do and everyone knew about. So what I'm trying to do is I want to do the run-in again. I want to make it an event. It was so phenomenal last year. But by setting a cap, I'm not going to get scared of fundraising if fundraising goes way too well, right? Right now we're at like 4 miles, which is fine. But if we get to $3,100, that is 31 miles. That is literally an ultra marathon. So like if we raise something like crazy like $5,000, I don't want to have to be like committed to running 50 miles. Like it's possible I might be able to do that if you give me the entire year, but I pretty much I don't want to be scared of fundraising. I want to keep this fun. The fundraising is supposed to be fun. So anyways, right now the cap is going to be set to 3,100. That's 31 miles to 50K. That is an event. That is something that you can't just do on a weekend. That is something that you have to work up to. That is something that you have to set aside, not just like a weekend, but 3 weeks before. You can't be doing any crazy runs because you gotta be tapering. 3 weeks after you're completely shot. Like I'm still struggling on my runs right now, and on my jogs, I should put it that way. But I'm gonna reserve the right to cap. That means in one day I'll run the 31 miles. Any fundraising that goes over 3,100, I will run those miles just on a day beforehand so that it's less intense. Now, if I'm feeling great, maybe in like it's like 4,000, maybe I do it if it's a full year commitment thing. But I'm gonna reserve the right to cap it. Let's put that out right out there. Last year, I couldn't stop it. Last year, I said, if we raise $3,000, I'll run 30 miles, assuming it would never happen, and then it happened. So I'm trying to make sure that I actually make sure I take you guys seriously. Once you go past that, it adds miles to have, you have to have tow balloons. Yeah, nice. 3,200 first mile with 3 balloons attached. 4,100 first 10 miles with 3 balloons attached. I like the idea of the balloons. So we'll be playing some Civ here. We, of course, I want to lead with the fundraiser. If you guys ever need to, you can always pull up the link. And we also have all of our overlays. So if you do donate during the live stream, they should pop up, and I'll hear and I'll thank you guys. So I do want to thank the people that donated before stream. So of course, thank you so much, Uli, for your donation. Joggle with the naming my religion. I'm guessing we're naming it something, some type of jog. So congrats on the 31 miles. Let's do it again and again and again. And then Birdie redeemed for a city named Birdie's Bay on a coastal city. That would be fantastic. So thank you, Birdie. Thank you, Joggle. Thank you, Uli. Huh. And this one here is actually some cash that we raised from a variety of people. During my actual Civ Give Run event, a bunch of people just started handing me cash. Even though the fundraiser wasn't open yet, but they just wanted to give it to me so that I can give it to the donation. And that's where we have this nice, healthy head start on fundraising, which is amazing. So thank you so much, guys. Now, in the meantime, I want to play some Civ, and I kind of want to play around with a couple different leaders. I want to play with some of our combinations that we think might be fun here. Oh, also, I do actually have a couple of mods enabled. There's going to be a mod list that's going to be available. It should be... it isn't in my Discord for those that are interested, but I could also go ahead and make sure that it's available here. Stream... Hang on. Oh, yeah. It'll be available in my Discord, so if you go ahead and join the Discord, you can always find the mod list there. But I want to play some leaders that I think could be, you know, pretty consistently fun for like some type of multiplayer civic event. Of course, we love Pachacuti, the food, the production from food, the mountain terrain leading into Inca. Also pairing it with Mississippi is amazing. Machiavelli is so much fun in multiplayer because you get gold whenever your proposals or your endeavors are accepted or rejected. This includes open borders, and in multiplayer, it's really, really funny to send someone open borders because they're like, all right, okay, I can either accept this and give him money or reject it and give him more money. Or when it comes to the regular endeavors, like the science, or actually whatever endeavor he does have, diplomatic and economic, yeah, the gold one, they can either support it, which gives you money, they can accept it, which gives you money, or they can reject it, which gives you money. And it's really hilarious. It's really, really fun. Hey, Chat Hunter, how's it going? Playing Egypt. Oh, dude, Egypt is so good, too. Absolutely, we could play an Egypt game today. We could do Hatshepsut Egypt. I think I was playing around with them a little bit. Isabella, we love, of course, because Wonder spawns. I think I might want to be careful about the Isabella spawn or playing Isabella for CivGive because like it is very, very variable. It is not consistent. Maybe we just lean into Isabella because like, hey, we're this preserve guy, and this is the closest thing we have to preserves is playing Isabella. That could be something we could lean into. Absolutely. 2-turn first settler on standard speed. Dude, that's amazing. Egypt is OP unless you're unlucky with the navigable rivers. Yeah, Egypt is... So that's what happened. We played Isabella Egypt, and we had no rivers nearby in the last multiplayer game. Like, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Hatshepsut should probably line up with the navigable rivers because you have both your leader and your civ have a river bias, right? Isabella has a wonder bias, so that's what threw us off before. Benjamin Franklin is just consistently good. He gets bonus production to production buildings that also give him science. In a game where production is king and you can build production buildings faster, that can build you everything else that you need, but it also gives you science. Civ 7, science, the tech advantage is still a really big deal. And this allows you to like open up masonry, go production, go monuments, build your monuments, but still have science on your warehouse buildings. Like, it's really good. It's like he's consistently good. Also, 2 endeavors at the same time works really good when you have a scientific endeavor. Very, very nice. Level 1 on both Friedrichs. Oh, called out. Called out. I will be honest. I have played Frederick. I did play, what's this? The Commander Radius one. Yeah, they get, your army commanders get +1 radius. And your infantry units, you gain infantry units when you complete a tech mastery or construct a science building. Solid. This one gets great works when you capture a settlement for the first time and gives you culture on display great works. And you gain infantry whenever you complete a civic mastery or construct a culture building. Both those are amazing. Both those are amazing. That's actually, I'm thinking about it. You'll see there's a little bit of progress on this one. I didn't finish the era. That was a problem, is I didn't play the era all the way through, so they didn't level up. But, or maybe I did and I didn't get very far. Anyways. But I tried this one. Now, multiplayer. We gotta figure out the balance. Like if you play a relatively peaceful game, you would probably want to have like a good sim leader. Like Himiko is a very, very good sim leader. Huge science bonus, right? However, if you have no combat bonuses, and someone that does have a combat bonus will probably come after you. So, do you play peaceful as a sim leader? Or do you pick the war leader and go after someone? Or do you pick a war leader that has a combat bonus, but also decent sim capability? Or do you go full send on the super combat bonus and just make it so that no one wants to attack into you? Because that's something to consider. Is that you can pick a war civ. Like, if you go ahead, all those civs that you can play, right? Like Mississippi is a fantastic sim civ, and Assyria is a great war sim civ. But what if you take the war civ just for the sake of making it so that no one wants to attack you? Like, even if you're not going to be the aggressive one, it is a game of, you can position yourself to basically play a game of bluff and not get attacked as much. Like if you went, Xerxes Assyria and everyone's like, I'm not touching him. Well, now you get to freeze him. So it's interesting. It is tough to be incentivized towards war. There's a lot of war leaders. In Civ 7, there's a lot of leaders that have combat bonuses. Like Simon Bolivar, one war support. I mean, like if you pick Simon Bolivar, man, he doesn't even look that strong, to be honest. One war support and you get to build one building for free after you take a city. In multiplayer, that doesn't sound very good at all. But like, for instance, if we play as Frederic, just free infantry units, just amassing an army by simming is fantastic. That's fantastic, dude. That's really nice. Like, I'm going to focus on culture buildings. Boom, I got a free army. What are we going to do with the army? I don't know. I'm not getting attacked, though. That's for sure. So there's a lot of different ways you can kind of position yourself in a game in multiplayer. And I think that's really interesting. I think that's very, very interesting. Like, Confucius here, growth bonus, specialists, very good sim civ. Now, every civ does have unique units. So there's never a point in the game that you don't have a unique unit and you get caught with your pants down, right? Entirely. But there are certain civs that have these really nice attack windows, like Charlemagne getting the free cavalry with additional cavalry attack. And he also has happiness on military and science buildings. Pretty good. Pretty good. Augustus settles really fast. Like here, Ada is a fantastic sim civ, where she gets science whenever she completes a civic mastery in all of her cities. Science per turn in her cities when complete civic masteries. And she gets culture boosts equal to 50% of her total science per turn and whenever she completes a tech mastery. So she gets boosts to culture and science, but she has no combat bonuses. So, does someone attack you because you don't have a combat bonus? Or does someone not attack you because you have really high science and culture? Like, there's a lot going on in these types of games. And then what I do not want to happen again is CivGive last year when everyone. I was looking at the game, dude. I was so close to winning. We were getting 15 Taurus a turn during CivGive last year from our preserve shenanigans and Golden Gate Bridge, and somehow Ursa Ryan was able to convince everyone that I was the problem, even though he had declared war on literally everyone in the lobby at one point or another, and everyone ganged up on me. And we ended up dying because Ursa Ryan just had crazy science and GDRs and nukes, and my anti-air wasn't advanced enough. So I don't want to die again. We'll put it that way. So, but who do we want to play here? Like oh, dude, Napoleon could be fun. The one that just sends sanctions to everyone. Like you could have 5 sanctions. Like if there's one player that is running away with a game, you can just throw sanction after sanction after sanction at them to try to slow them down, and it also boosts your yields. That's really funny. So anyways, I think there's a few different ways we could lean into today. I actually want to lean into today because we're playing single player. I'm gonna be focusing on a sim civ. The war civs I can lean into more during our multiplayer game. So there's gonna be a multiplayer game here probably Saturday, and also I have a stream scheduled with the CivShow on Sunday. So there's gonna be a lot of multiplayer this weekend. You did an Ada Persia for the memes, but you were able to kill a lot of IPs. You can promulgate culture for masteries and enough gold that I bought a bunch of libraries and monuments with urban towns. Ooh. Hang on, let's look at that.
To use and apply the language of
So I'm assuming you're talking about, oh yeah, Persia, all right. Yeah, so this is an interesting pick where you pick Persia and you have a combat bonus. And everyone's like, oh, I don't want to attack Persia, right? And it's three contract for infantry units, so people might be a little bit scared, but at the end you have a unique commander and a unique unit. But really, you're just picking it as like you could pick it offensively, or you can pick it like defensively. Like you just want to make sure that no one actually attacks you. Like Ada, you could play as Greece, and you have an influence bonus, and that's fine. But you're not going to have a combat bonus to defend yourself if someone wants to attack you, like Sassy or Ursa or Riddick or... Oh, speaking of Sassy! I swear, I didn't see your name before I said Sassy. I saw it like right after. That's so funny. Anyway, so... let's see. Ooh, Axum Tonga. Axum Tonga does look fun. Or wait, those are both civs. Both coastal civs. Yeah, I mean, the coastal gameplay is going to be really, really interesting. There's also the idea is like, do you want to be coastal? Do you want to spread out, or do you want to turtle in? Do you want to make sure by like inland, and you can find choke points or mountains to defend yourself? Like, there's a lot of different ways. There's a lot of mental back and forth in these multiplayer games that I think is actually really fun. Tubman spies are in the mist. That's also someone I need to play is Tubman. Like that's the don't mess with me. Like 5 war support on any war declared on against you. Dude, no one's attacking you. And then you get to do espionage. And like, you can just play however heck you want. However you want. Now, of course, you can't be too greedy. But like, that's an interesting multiplayer pick for sure. Boats are your new horse? Oh, no. Sassy is... Well, Sassy, actually, I think if you're liking Edward Teach and the Pirates so much, I think you're really going to like the next leader that comes out. Because she's literally the pirate queen of the Mediterranean. What is her name again? Oh, hang on. There she is. Sayyida Al-Hara. She is... Apparently her ability is to receive a naval unit every time you complete an espionage action. Wait, what? You can just print a navy by stealing tech? Naval unit stationed on a district provide increased culture and increased influence per age. Oh, they can just sit in your cities and boost your stats too? No influence penalty for your espionage being revealed. which means you can keep doing espionage even if people know that you're spying on them, which is a big deal. And opponents cannot use counter spy against you. Oh my god. That is gonna be so... That is actually worse. That is worse than Napoleon sanctioning. Holy cow. Also the Ottomans. Whoa, 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 whoa. Civ ability. Archaeological ruins in the Ottomans' territory generate an additional artifact for all players. Infantry and naval units received increased combat strength when attacking. Hello? That changes the culture game. Seriously? Huh. All right. Well, I don't know how much of this is... Where did they even get this information? But yeah, no, she's like a Moroccan privateer. Wife of the Moroccan king. Yeah, no, she's gonna be sick. So if you like your powerful woman, Sassy, like you're really gonna like her. She is pirate, queen, espionage, ship printing. Like she's gonna be awesome. She's gonna be awesome. Absolutely. Anyways, I was looking at different things that we could play today. There's like, oh man, dude. Maybe we just play Harriet Tubman and lean into espionage and actually figure out how to do espionage. You should play Civ 7 tomorrow? Yeah, hey, Willie. Hang on. Oh, God. Dude, this is the problem. This is the problem. When I don't have like a map loaded beforehand and an idea, now I feel like I'm being torn every which direction, which is hilarious. Oh, Willie, you can always grind. You know, you could always set aside your Civ time to be playing, like you watching... You can play Civ when we're streaming Civ, and then you can grind your own game when we're not, and we can hang out with a group while you're playing Civ, and you know, it would be great. Play all the things? Absolutely. Guys, I'm not getting any work done between now and CivGive. All right. Okay. Dude, Charlemagne though? Oh, dude, I love Charlemagne. Now, if Charlemagne was a woman, Sassy would be all over this leader. Like literally 3 horses with combat strength. Also Genghis Khan, obviously. Lakshmi Bai is actually really cool too, to be honest. I wish Trunk Track's ability wasn't so dependent on being on war. And I think she actually got nerfed when they added her sister into the game, the unique commander. Because before it was just kind of better just have a commander that had 3 promotions. You're playing her? Yeah, absolutely. No, she's really good. Let's just jump into a game. Let's play some Benjamin Franklin. Let's go back down on the basics. I mean, oh man, the Fredericks are really good too. This one's a science bend and this one's a culture bend. But though I guess I've played bend before. So resting the game? Yeah, that's true. Oh, Ada and Persia, right?
And apply the language of science.
I really like that. The Paradisas. I've not been able to figure out a good way to do... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Hawilts. Paradisas give culture, gold, and healing. That's actually kind of nice for turtling, to be honest. All right, let's jump in. Let's go ahead. Let's just try to focus in. Let's look at a Civ and a leader combo that will have a good science bend, right? I really like the fact that Benjamin Franklin leans into production and science so heavily. So let's play with this. Mementos. I have no idea what to do with mementos. We're probably gonna have mementos enabled for CivGive, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. So for now, let's pick the scientific and the diplomatic points to kind of lean into scientific diplomatic leader. Antiquity. And there's a bunch of different civs you could pick, right? Obviously, Greece is a good pick for Franklin because of the influence. Rome is a good pick because of just, you know, all of this influence and culture kind of, you know, helps out. But in terms of just like, let's look at like, you know, I haven't played in a while is actually Meier. I haven't played Tonga. Scylla? All right, there's basically two science leaders. There's Assyria, which is going to require a bunch of conquering, right? But then there's also the Mayans. Practice once a week to lead him to CivGive. Sassy, no matter what, I know you're gonna be the wrench in anyone's plan. That's the thing about CivGive, is you can never get too married to your plans because someone's gonna spawn next to you, or something's gonna happen, or someone. It's good. It's great though. It's great. It's great entertainment. Machiavelli Scylla. Let's see. Let's look at Scylla actually. Culture and resources production towards the Emily Bell. Oh man, they really need to show you like the civics that they have because this is kind of very small. So the unique merchant trader gains 5 gold on current relationship level. Leader. All right, sorry. We're gonna do all of this for sure. I'm just gonna jump into Benjamin Franklin. I'm gonna lean into kind of a science civ. I actually want to try out Meier here and see kind of just how strong Meier can be. But I want to lean into like another science civ and then another science or production. I guess when it comes to science, the best one in modern is Japan. Because you get science whenever you overbuild buildings. Yeah, they need to show the civics. Meier equals easy mode. Well, that's what we're looking at though. That I'm not holding back this year, guys. I need you to understand. I'm not holding back. I was so close. I was so close in Civ 6, and now we're playing Civ 7, and I did not played a lot of Civ 7. Not compared to like Ursa Ryan. Like, dude, like I had an edge on Ursa Ryan. I thought a significant edge on Ursa Ryan in Civ 6. Turns out Ursa Ryan was actually a really good Civ 6 multiplayer player as well. Like I knew he was a good single player creator, obviously. But he had a bunch of wacky and weird build orders where I was like, okay. But I didn't realize just like he knew how to play like really, really effectively. But also he had a huge boost to science from all those missions in Africa. Anyways, Ursa Ryan, I'm not like I probably had an edge on Ursa Ryan in terms of my knowledge of Civ 6. It's no contest, him and Civ 7, period. So it's like, yeah, it is what it is. Assyria is such a good Civ for Ben. You'll get the second legacy for science without war. Huh? That's actually really interesting. Technology, whenever you capture someone for the first time, codices are not awarded from technologies. So you're not really gonna finish the technology or the scientific, you're not going to finish the scientific path, but that's fine because you don't need Golden Age universities. You just want to have... Does Benjamin Franklin get... Wait. You get science on production buildings in cities. That includes your citadel, right? A silly unique production and fortification building, 3 production. Yeah, it's a production building. So you get science on the citadel, and then you get additional science from the Royal Library. So the thing about multiplayer is it is less about like really winning an era. Like in terms of legacy points. Legacy points are good, but they're not everything. What you need to do is you really set up for the next era. So antiquity, your aim is actually exploration and having a good head start to your science and your culture. And how you do that is ageless buildings and improvements, right? You want to have to focus on your unique buildings, getting as many of those as possible so you have a good amount of yield that doesn't drop when you lose your adjacencies. And if you're trying to lean into a leader that is a very science and production leader, and you have buildings that are production and science, and that don't lose their adjacencies, that is very good. Just period. Unique quarter created by construction of the Royal Library and Citadel together. 2 production for every great work on display in this settlement. Okay, so you get production from great works. You get a production bonus from wonders. You get happiness if it's placed on a flat terrain. The Royal Library gives science and 2 codex slots. You get science adjacency for rivers, which is very nice. Here's the other thing. And they unlocks the opposite. Opposite is so good, dude. Opposite is such a good yield generating civ in Exploration Age. Like, crazy good. Like, I love Opposite. I actually think, yeah. You also have a Chariot. You have a unique commander. Like, this is the thing, though. This is what I'm talking about. Assyria that's the pick where everyone's like, oh my god, he's gonna kill everyone. And then you just don't walk over and kill anyone. And everyone's like, what? What happened? And guess what? You got the sim for free because everyone was scared of you. Dude, I love it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's play Benjamin and Assyria. And let's see what happens here. You can always take city-states, though. It does require declaring war on a person. Ooh. Ooh. So, like, you're going to be aggressive, but you don't actually have to go full send on anyone. You could just, like, ooh, I have some ideas. Hey, Graham, how's it going? We're going to play here on Deity. We're going to be putting, so where we're going to be playing on it for CivGive is going to be online speed. We're going to be playing on abbreviated ages as well, because we want to get through a whole game of Civ in eight hours. This is why we've been doing multiplayer testing, with these settings, right? 10 turns, regroup. Initial independent hostility. This is the fun thing. We're setting this to hostile in CivGive. Every independent power is going to be hostile. The reason why we're doing that is just to make sure that when you load into a game, like some players don't get ravaged with barbarians, while others get off scot-free because everyone's friendly next to them. Like, it's just going to be like, it's just going to be barbarians everywhere, which is hilarious. And I actually really like that. I think they want to do bypass civ unlocks too, but either way, we'll just play around with it. This is going to be set to Deity. I'm going to turn off the free walls for Deity though, because like that's kind of crazy. I'll keep the rest of the stats as is because it is what it is. But and we'll do continents and islands. We're going to do standard map. I'm assuming we're not going to play on a Pangea, and we're going to keep all this enabled, all the crises. Immortal difficulty for CivGive? Oh, you mean just so that the AI don't scale their stats like super fast? That's fair. Oh yeah, that's actually gonna let you probably get your sim potential. Anyway, I'm trying not to do a full, like this isn't a full practice game. This is just we're lining up some of it, but we're playing Deity online speed. But I'm just gonna have some of the stuff happening here, and we're gonna turn off score victory, of course. But yeah, so this isn't like we're not practicing openings today. We're just playing Civ, but we're playing Civ with the knowledge that like I am also kind of looking at, you know, what are some things that are kind of interesting here. Like I don't know if I would ever pick Ben Assyria for CivGive, but let's play around, see what happens. I really like the idea here though, Josh. Is Benjamin, like I was thinking about playing Meier tonight, but Assyria sounds really interesting here. Like you get science on production buildings, and then you have a unique production building. You're not going to get codices unless you take cities. Gaining technology when you capture a settlement for the first time. Like you're not going to be leaning into this super heavy, but you might get a little bit here. But what you're really trying to lean into is having a good sim. Yo, Natro! Thank you for the $10 donation to CivGive. Let's go, our first live donation. Welcome in. See you again for CivGive. Fantastic. And we get to give Scout a treat. Natro, do you want me to give Scout a treat right now or during CivGive? But yeah, I really like the synergy here. Benjamin, production, science, setting up like a strong second era because you have these buildings here. Less focused on what's happening in this era and war, and more on focusing for the next era. Science on fortification buildings is a good tradition as well. Dude, just science on walls is really nice. Production towards construction buildings and wonders with a great work slot. That's nice. Production and food for settlements not founded by you. That's going to be tricky, but scientific diplomatic, let's go. Boom. Alrighty. Here we are. We got a spawn. We got a navigable river. We are Benjamin Franklin, Assyria. We're playing as the diplomatic. And I'm going to, of course, immediately get influence here on our palace as well as science from our attribute points. We have 2 resources nearby. We have the mangoes, which is and culture. That's actually really nice for us. As well as the llamas. Production and happiness. I can go ahead and... I have a couple of mods enabled, but basically, I can show you the settler lens. It looks like there's no real reason to move right away. This shows you what? Settler, continent, trade, but it shows you biome very easily. This is actually really important for like Russia games when you want to know what tundra is, where tundra is. You got your navigable rivers. That's kind of ridiculous. You can see your vegetated tiles, your hills. You can actually see cliffs. Interesting. Resources, cities and towns. Some of these will come up later. Anyways, we'll come back to that. So I'm going to go ahead and just settle in place here. We have food production, we have science, we have influence, and we have happiness. Very nice. Opening up Scout. Oh, yeah, this is actually, this looks like a mine spawn, doesn't it? Oh, I like that. Mundo Perdino. That is the... Where are you? Oh, Der Shurken is the Assyrian wonder, by the way. That's something we can look into. Here it is. Science on improvements and happiness on districts on tropical terrain. So this needs to be placed, looks like on tropical terrain. So you can basically just, you know, kind of keep an eye on that. Technology-wise, we do have, what, plantation and animal husbandry resources. It is Benjamin, though. We want to go straight for our production building. So that's the brickyard, the saw pit, and going for the mastery of masonry to get more production on our production buildings. Also, I do need to actually keep an eye out. Hang on. This is a good tile for science. This is actually, I realized you could do this on the detailed map tags in Civ 7. Is you could press Control and scroll, and it actually shows you like multiple tiles, and also highlights in green your best one in that radius. So like we have a +5 tile here, so I want to keep an eye on that. Anyways, technology-wise, I'm going to try to go for this plantation first. As much as I want to go straight for masonry, let's actually go pottery opener. And let's go double scout, at least. Easy +4 science, unique quarter in the capital? Yeah. All right, let's grab a goodie hat. Ooh, science boost. I like that. Oh, that'll get us to the pottery very fast. There's also a flax up here. And then I want to go ahead and grab... I want to grab towards these resources. As much as I want to get food early, I'm just going to go straight to these resources here. And then we're going to do a search here. More flax. Interesting. Rubies. We got a river here. Let me go ahead and grab, yeah, this here. Mangoes. Food and culture. That's very nice. Technology-wise, after pottery, I'm not going to go straight for writing. I'm actually going to go masonry here. We're just going to get all of our production buildings ready and going. All right, this scout. Ooh, there's a good scout down here. Let's actually run down this way. We're going to go triple scout. Vision is so important, especially in multiplayer. Resource blocking the mountain. Yeah, looks like. That's okay. It's going to happen. At least we can get down here. The cliffs don't block us. Now, we're going to play Charismatic Leader for a culture boost. Pantheon pick. Everyone's going to be rushing Pantheon early. Ooh, let's get another production boost here for a scout. Gold and tin nearby. Tin giving production to cities and towns. We also have wool over here. Grab a goodie hat. Ooh, 50 damage with 22 science and 25 happiness. I actually really like that. I'll take the damage. I'll take the damage. Alrighty. Now, we could go rush Pantheon. But unless we have a Pantheon in mind... Ooh, there's tropical terrain. Isn't there something for... Oh, it's gold on vegetated tiles, that Pantheon. Or we can go straight for the Assyrian civics. What I realized is interesting in Assyria is that you can actually unlock your commander here instead of going discipline. Now, discipline gives you a free commander, while this one just allows you... Like, this doesn't give you a free commander if you unlock it here. But it's cheaper because it's your first commander. You don't have one yet. So you can, if you go here first before discipline, you can actually build a commander for cheap and then go to discipline and then get a free commander. Like, it's actually really funny. Also, for Civic, capital receives 2 culture for every tech mastery. So mastering, mastering masonry will give you 2 culture per turn in the capital. Yeah, you go straight for that. I like that. Yeah, hard build the first one. Value, dude, value. I like it. Ooh, free warrior or scout. Ooh. I have 3 scouts already. All right, let's go warrior. I don't want to get greedy. Now, yeah, we can't be greedy in CivGive. We can't be too greedy. Government pick. All right. A lot of people argue you always go Classic Republic because it's like uncontested. I disagree. On abbreviated ages, it is very hard to complete all 4 paths. So you need to focus on one. So you could focus science here, as well as producing infantry, sure. You could do the wonder production. Wonders are gonna be very contested. I really hate timing the wonder production boost to your celebrations, though. I hate it. I hate it. Oligarchy, though? Production for buildings? Or food? What on this screen is ageless to you? Is culture ageless? No. Is science ageless? No. Is food ageless? Yeah. Yeah, your population carries through on the age transition. This is why. So if you're trying to play for like a strong start to your exploration age, I really like oligarchy, because like it just means all your towns are going to be really grown for you to actually get into a good start to exploration. Especially if you want to play opposite, which is based off of population. So like I think we're gonna oligarchy. Hey, get the scout the tree. All right. All right. Scout. Hi. Hey, come here. These are toasted marshmallow flavored milk bone biscuits. Very nice. You would go oligarchy? Yeah, I think if you're trying to set up like a really strong exploration era, oligarchy is actually really nice. It's also the most flexible. Like you can lean into the tech lead here, but like finishing the tech tree, those techs don't come with you in the age transition. So I think oligarchy is actually really good. All right, so we have 3 scouts and a warrior. So let's get our first production building out, hey? We're at what, 3 population? Let's try to focus on production, because the production buildings give us science and also will help us build our settlers faster. Granary is fine, but that won't get science for us. Can you check biome again? Yeah, let's do that. Tropical. Look at all that. We'll see. We might have another city that actually goes for Mundo Perdino as well. All right. We also have mountains nearby. So this is the very first thing you want to do here is you got to figure out where's your nice science building, right? Your resources are here. Where's your nice culture building? Oh, look at that. Boom. Actually, you might have a monument here and then put your amphitheater over here, right? Because they're going to have your tier 1 stuff. Where's your garden and market going? Boom, there. Huge. And then what is that going to do for, like, say, certain wonders, right? Like, if you're going to build the Der Schurgen because you unlock it, where do you want to put that? Maybe put that here between your library and your monuments. You could also put your Mundo Perdino down here to boost these 2 buildings. Like, right? So you could actually put... Ooh, hang on. I just realized you could also put your market and your garden over here to get your 3 navigable river tiles. And it's next to a wonder. And then we look at our unique quarter. Our citadel gets happiness if you put it on flat terrain. Right there. And your royal library gets adjacency to rivers. That's navigable and minor. Which means you actually have... Oh, you have a +8 down here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. Ooh, okay. So you can put it here or there, right? There's 2 river tiles. 1, 2. Oh, no, you definitely want it down here. And then it's next to a wonder as well, potentially. Oh, that's actually really nice. Yeah. Wow, where's our saw pit going? Oh, man. A lot of happiness. Which wine? Also, I need to hide these pins. Oh, shoot. I need my, options. Go to keyboard. Let's go to toggle map tax. Shift S. Make a map tax. Bam. Confirm changes. All right, so that means I can hide them when I need to. Harbor to the left. Yeah, that is true. You could also... you could put the harbor over here. Oh, the harbor is a production building. And then you can build out this way, but I need to do the saw pit immediately. Like early on. Huh. Maybe I don't want the wonder right next to the city center because it doesn't give you your quarter adjacency to your capital. I think we just put the production buildings here. Saw pit and brickyard. So you have a basic quarter here. You don't need to put a wonder between all these. I mean that would be 3 different things, but anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead. We can move some things around if we need to. Like, you could technically still put this stuff down this way, and your... One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Either way, I'll figure something out here. Exactly where these are going. Like, this is the best tile, yes. Maybe you actually just scoot... Oh, you can put this down here. 1, 2, 3. And you can also have your granary down here. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But for now, to not overthink it too much, because we've already overthought it. 2 production, 1 science. Just right here is fine. You have llama, sheep, gold for happiness. So wine will be stronger. Nice. Yeah, you're right. Wonder west of mangoes. Oh, true. You could put a wonder here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure something out. But before we get to... I just want to have a general idea before we go too far ahead. All right, do another search. Look for good hits. There's one. Nice. Now I can go and grab the llamas as well. Bam. 2 resources immediately. We have science on both these tiles. We have a very good science start. You need to go here and do a search as well. Because, oh, there's a peninsula down here. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. There it is. Look at that. Science on production. I love it. We can also get settlers out already. So let me build my 2 settlers. The question is, do you actually build your brickyard first? Because that is another production in science, but also science and culture. Right? Because of your palace. By finishing a quarter here. Let me see. It's 2 turns for the brickyard. Let's just see what happens when we do it this way. Oh, there's a leader over here. There's a good hit that's gone. Dude, the fact that these highlight it now in-game is fantastic. Barracks are not a production building. It's a military building. Oh, shoot. I did not... Okay. Huh. Really? Pretty sure it's both. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to unlock it. Barracks. Base Steel 3 production. Huh. You say it like you've tested it, so I believe you. I'm gonna build the barracks regardless, so we'll see later on, either way. Also, how do we have 15 culture already? We have the 2 culture here. Oh, also, hey, this is one of the UI mods I added. Shows you more information up here. Great works, resources, units, population, production, empire-wide. Two culture from my palace. Why am I getting 2 culture from my palace? I forget. All right. Ooh, culture and happiness? Yeah, or production. I can start my settlers now if I finish the production. Or I could rush towards my unique civic. Oh, it's only 1 turn off. Okay. From your testing, there's a bunch, like shipyards. That should be both, but it's only military. Should be both, but it only counts as military. Yeah, we'll see here in a second. Ooh, lose culture for 2 turns to get influence. No, I'll just take a culture boost, actually. We just shaved 2 turns off of our civic. Oh, that's bad news. That's actually really annoying. I wanted that goodie hut. Could be wrong. I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea. I've never thought about it. Let's do a food boost here to get our city growing. We'll run toolmaking and charismatic leaders at the same time. There is a aggressive, hostile, independent power. All right, cool. So we finished our second production building. It's 2 production, 2 science. It's also additional science and culture in the palace. 3 science, 3 culture, 18 science, 16 culture. Not bad. But yeah, we're gonna start our settling. Now I definitely want to know. Oh, hello. Hey, Tecumseh, Mississippi. Welcome, welcome. That's very interesting. Oh, this is another mod we have started. Immersive diplomacy to get them to look at you. It's kind of the overlay's in the way right now, but I really, really like having the fact that they actually look directly at you. Of course, it's not designed 100%. Like his eyes aren't looking at us because that's not how the model is. It just rotates the model. But we'll see here in a little bit why I like it. There's Cahokia. Cahokia is actually pretty close. There we go. So we got a unique civic. That gives me 2 culture in the capital now. You actually do get a couple codices here. You get, what, 3 codices in the unique civic tree, even though you can't get it from the tech tree? Look at the Niagara Rivers. Yeah, right. I'm going to go straight to getting my unique commander here, though. Also, gain a codex whenever you capture a settlement ability. But this also unlocks just our unique quarter entirely. Technology-wise, we got masonry. Let's go master masonry next to get additional production. That'll be a 4 production quarter here then. And I want to look for very early places to go. We gotta settle. Ooh, we gotta settle towards Cahokia. Actually, he's very close to us. We will be not playing on balanced map scripts, right? I don't want to settle 4 tiles away. I want to settle a little bit further to be able to grab these resources. Probably right next to the rubies. I want to grab the flax too. Maybe like right there. There's a ton of gold and incense down here. Ooh, that's actually a nice science tile. We could have a nice city down here. The Naboo River is very nice, so we'll have a food market over here eventually. So we'll figure out. Oh, dude, look at that. That's very nice as well. So we're gonna have a settlement now. Being in front, behind the river is good for defense, so that's probably an idea. And then there's also, you want to keep an eye out for specific resources that are good for early tempo. So cotton is very good because that gives food and production in your capital. Column will give you food. Other things that are good are going to be flax for the science and culture boost. Well, certain other things like, you know, actually wool's pretty good. That's immediate production. Dude, there's a lot of resources that are good here. But things that give you 5 culture in a celebration is actually very good early. I didn't think about that. But the percentage modifier ones like incense, they're less good early, but they scale well, of course, right? We have Ada, Greece, up to our north.
Ada, a pleasure.
See, look at that. She looks directly at us.
On calculus.
Hey, Kid Icarus. Settle a debate for you and Moose. Triple Scout Start or whatever wrong thing Moose does. I love Triple Scout Start. I love Scouts in Civ 7. They're so good, dude. I very often play Triple Scout. I have Triple Scout right now, actually. And then we also have a Warrior, but that was from a Goody Hut. I could have gone Quadruple Scout. Now, I don't think you should go no Warrior, like no units whatsoever in the start. I think you're asking to be raided from Barbs. I think that is still greedy to have no military.
So, here we
Look at that!
And I gotta ask myself.
Look at that. Immersive Diplomacy mod in the Discord mod list. This is what, like, yeah, come on, make them look at us. Don't have them, you know, looking at Benjamin over here. All right, I'm trying to friendly meet everyone here. I also have people I wanted to send the research collaboration to. I can send them to 2 though. And Ada, very likely with 15 influence per turn, and she's a scientific culture leader, will probably support and does support. Very nice. That means we have 30 science per turn already. Dude, people are gonna hate us. Like, someone's gonna say, Nerdy, how do you have 30 science on turn 13? And all I can say is, we're playing Benjamin. Maybe you don't do that, because then people are gonna put a target on your back. All right. Now I want to keep an eye on the happiness tiles, of course. We have good production tiles with these saw pits. I'm going to go over to the wool, too. 1, 2, 3. Also, the gold here, the tin's good. Ooh, tin is actually 2 production. So is wool. We'll actually go up this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go up to the gold in the tin. Get the capital nice and big. Yeah, look. He's going to look directly at us. I like that. Now, you want to make sure you are scouting your neighbors and actually see their cities. You need to know what they're doing when they're playing. Oh, dude, the Goody Hut's down here. Please, let me in. Let me in. All right, where did I set that city? All right, we're going to go here. We're going to immediately settle towards... Looks like he's sending his settler out the other direction, which is actually pretty lucky for us. Especially in multiplayer, you need to claim your borders pretty early. Babylon. Okay, I need to befriend Babylon. Scientific city-state.
He was.
All right, so Kamsa actually wants some military aid. I'm not going to support this. I don't need the combat strength. But I'll take the 2 gold per turn for sure, for free. Yeah, definitely. All right, technology-wise, we just got the mastery for masonry. That means 4 production, 2 science, quarter. Also giving science and culture over here. That's actually very nice. That's so nice, dude. I can go rush writing. I can go get irrigation and just get a bunch of settlers immediately. And actually, let's do that. Let's go straight for triple settler opener here and claim land. The library we can wait on, to be honest. Alrighty. Now, the next spot we want to go, there's actually really good resources to the north, but I really like the city over here. I also need to keep an eye out for good mountains, right? Like, this is actually very good culture over this way. There's actually good culture up this way. Like, I don't know how many of these are going to be cities and what are going to be, Ooh. Oh, interesting. What are going to be cities and what are going to be towns yet? But like having a town there would be good, and also having something for these resources up this way would be nice. That is, of course, their capital, though. This is very greedy to try to claim that tile. Go wine? Yeah, no, wine's very good. Yeah, actually, I really like the tempo on these resources up this way. You got the colon, you got the silver, you got the flax. Hang on. I really like this up this way. All right, there's 2 warriors this way. I need to back off. Looks like Ada's trying to befriend Babylon. It's gonna be very hard to beat other players to the city-state. To the city-states. Big question is how soon you get to your second city. Yeah. That's actually a really good question. I don't know the answer to. Actually, oh, okay. So what are we doing here? Maybe I should have settled one tile first. No, that's where the fresh water is. I need to settle here. I need to Kaluhu. I need to grab the rubies. I need to grab the flax. The cotton. I need to pump gold into this settlement immediately, right? I want the settlement to grow as well. Ooh, let's just actually go straight for the flax here. I like that. Let's get our scout to scoot out this way and explore the west. Oh, I really don't like what's happening down here. That scout's gonna die. You're gonna have hostile barbs, yeah, for sure. Now, this one won't be hostile for long. 2 turns is actually gonna be friendly. So I don't have... This is actually a pretty good spawn for barbs. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's rough, dude. Ooh, scientific attribute point. Progress marches on, driven by discovery. I don't know what gave us that. We just finished irrigation. Maybe it's number of technologies. Let's go writing here so I can unlock my stuff. Ooh, can I actually sneak through here? Hang on. Search. Ah, okay. We'll see. We can immediately give us our production towards buildings here. Very nice. The barbs took issue with that statement. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Very nice. All right, cool. This is very interesting. Like, what happens in a multiplayer game where Babylon forward settles you? You get scared, right? Immediately. You're like, oh no. But it's actually might be okay. Also, do I actually settle a little bit further out? Like, how much room do you actually claim? Like, I like this settlement over here. It's another 2 turns. 1, 2, 3. Like 3 turns to settle over here. So maybe you just claim this immediately. It is very close to this town, though. Min distance, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have border. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of border friction. You really like military leaders for that reason? Tend to shy away from civ leaders? Yeah, just because people won't... Like, people aren't going to mess with you nearly as much, right? Oh, baby, here we are. Look at this, production citadel. Now, I want to put this on a flat tile. This is, yes, a flat tile. And then there. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Look at that, science. Look at that. Yeah. It's science on production buildings. Benjamin is getting science on that building. That is actually really nice, dude. Yeah, if anyone says, like, why are you playing Assyria and not going to war? Is like, well, I'm playing Benjamin. Like, there's still synergy here. You don't need to go to war. It'll be mad if you go north. Yeah, and if it was a person, like if we were playing against a human, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 tiles from the cap, they'd be mad too. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 tiles from my cap. Technically, you could settle here, but that's your good science tile. Like, the question is, how greedy do you get? Do you, like, and also, do you lie and say you have nowhere else to settle? Like, science and production, boom. Huge. I mean, what do you claim if you go further? There's nothing really else here. Yeah, let's just grab this. And we're gonna immediately grab the incense, so I can just throw that in the city. And instead of waiting 3 turns to get that, right? There's gonna be friction here, but this city's gonna grow this way, this city's gonna grow that way. It's gonna be okay. All right, there's writing. Now we have access to libraries and monuments. I haven't built either though, and that's okay. Ooh, build a garden or build a monument. This is a Franklin quest. You get science here, you get culture here. Whenever you have a narrative event like this and the yields are equal, I tend to lean for the yield that you have less per turn of. So building a monument to give me 25 immediate culture feels really good. And both the buildings are unlocked, so let's go for that. Let's grab the flax. That, of course, can go into the capital. Dude, 22 science. Oh, we had an endeavor that ended. Let's see. Maybe we're not getting any city-states here. Wow, the AI are actually going pretty good for the city-states.
The tourists should get another land.
There's an Uluru down here? Wow. Interesting. Lots to go settle down there. Technology-wise, you can go... Now, actually, the interesting thing with Assyria is that there's so many masteries that you're not going to get codices for, so you just kind of skip and go straight to future tech, right? Like, you could master writing and get science on science buildings, but not now. Unless you want to do steel technology. Let's just go sailing. Or do we go wheel? Ooh. Do you rush currency? Let's just get sailing for now. I don't know what the answer is here. The only problem with men is you have to use 2x brain power to remember you're running endeavors. Yeah, true. I also, yeah, I don't see any city-states up for grabs, so I guess you just gotta lean into endeavors here. And Tecumseh supports again. As well as Ada does. Yeah, now we're what? 39 science per turn. Now I have 130 gold. I need to get this settlement growing. Now, Benjamin only gives you science on production buildings in cities. So buying these brickyard saw pits aren't going to boost us immediately. However, it would help eventually. Let me actually just go ahead and buy a brickyard here. Yeah, brickyard. Because it's going to give you another population to the settlement. to bring down the cost of converting to a city. And it also makes me move my population. So that I can go down here towards the rubies and get 4 gold per turn. I could also go for cotton. Let's just go here. It's also a food tile, which is nice. Another food boost? Oh, wow. What does this mean? What does this mean? We don't have any policy cards. Maybe you should actually unlock priesthood. Maybe we'll go with that next. All right, cool. So, monument, library, fishing key, garden. There's a lot of stuff we can do here. Actually, the influence is actually very good for Benjamin. I also have good science already, so maybe I go with monument here. And also, we have a quest for a monument, so let's build a monument. Ooh, yeah, monument here. That scout needs a heal. Wow! Run away! I don't like that this guy is here. I get gold per turn. Yeah, absolutely. Holy cow, what's this? Where did you guys come from? Babylon? Why are you over here? Alright, I need you to go after someone else. So this is actually something I need to try out. Inciting raid. These are Babylonian units. They're coming after me. If I go here and I target, and I say go attack Harriet Tubman instead. Are they gonna attack me? Oh, we've been announced. Okay. Well, we are playing against the AI. All right, do you rush mathematics or mausoleum could be interesting in a different era. Currency, we need gold. All right, so we unlocked our unique commander. Production towards constructing buildings and wonders with a great work slot would be really good. Let's actually just get mysticism quickly so that I can get the policy cards that are going to help us. And then I need to get my unique commander. Look, 3 turns to build. We're going to build one. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean go there. Don't die. It is befriending them. Oh, yeah. Well, I want to see if this actually stops them from attacking me, though. For science. You just arrived. Can I restart? Hey, crazy. That's hilarious. You're actually watching on YouTube. You could actually rewind to the back, and that's basically like restarting, right? Mausoleum is nice. The opposite. Dude, Mausoleum is a wonder I never build in my games because it just doesn't really come up. But you don't build it for antiquity. First time each cavalry unit is destroyed, it respawns in the closed settlement you own at 25% hit points. Dude, that is ridiculous. That makes your, like, chariots immortal. That is so good, dude. And the thing is with Assyria, because you're skipping so many of these masteries, you might actually get there very quickly. Before other players who are going for masteries. That's actually really funny. Wicked OP, yeah, I agree. Let's see what is happening here. They're supposed to be friendly in a turn, right? All right, we have another settlement. Boom. Very nice. We have 4 out of 5 settlement. 4 out of 5? Oh, I must have unlocked another one here in the civic tree. Dude, you get actually so many settlement limit. Wait, 1? Oh, shoot, that's 1 too. That's irrigation, right? So I actually need another settler. Let's grab a llamas. Very nice. So these towns are gonna start giving us gold per turn as well.
There is another world.
Flat coastal ironworking is so hard to get to work. Yeah, that's fair. And there's priesthood, 8 gold per turn. Very nice. So, yeah, let's look at that. What does the mausoleum require? Probably what you just said, right? Oh, man, you can't right-click and open up the Wikipedia. Nope, don't do that. Flat terrain and adjacent to coast. Like right here? Nice, dude. Quite happy. Go take a town off of Ada. True. All right. We could actually go for discipline as well to get the other free commander. It's 2 turns after we build one, and then we'll get another one here. We don't need this one yet. Ooh, actually the mastery. The tradition that gives us production towards our buildings with great work slots means libraries, which is actually really good for us. Alrighty. City Patron Goddess is still available. This is a very late Pantheon. That's crazy to see that. Culture on quarters in settlements with an altar. That's a way to get your culture up to match your science. Because we're having so many quarters. Like, God of Wisdom's really good, but we have good science already. What we need is culture. Ooh, Trickster God, though, for Benjamin. 25% influence towards endeavors and sanctions with an altar in the capital. That is 1 altar. That is 1 altar to get full use of Trickster God. And we're playing an endeavor leader. And it can be chosen by multiple civs. That's actually really good. Because that means it's very reliable. You can always get it. Barbs are coming? I see. I see. I see. If you save money in hard buildings, you can do buildings or a celebration. Yeah, that's true. We're gonna do Trickster God here just because that seems very reliable to replicate. Ooh, production or gold? Let's actually get the production because I need to get this. Oh, that didn't actually help. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Hello? Can you... Babylon? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna buy a slinger here. I'm gonna attack them next turn. All right, so we have a food resource that actually gonna go into our capital as well. Bam. And now I need to get these cities up and running soon. I could go straight for fish here. The capital could grab the sheep, but I really don't feel like growing out this way for a while. Man, not being able to switch tiles later is going to feel very weird. I really like the sheep, though. All right, we're gonna grow to the sheep. Wow, they pillaged both tiles. All right, so the answer is that inciting them to go somewhere else did not help us at all. Actually, that's hilarious. All right, we're gonna build an army. And I go bronze working. Ooh, actually, let's go for our chariots. Higher raid used to be good when it spawned like 5 units. Interesting. The nice thing is this is actually gonna give us some early stats, some experience from our commander, giving us a first promotion, getting a leadership boost here for 5% yield. Very nice. Also, hi Ada. Why is your hoplite over here? Also, who are you? All right, Babylonian. Okay, they are now a city-state. Repair all, please. Okay, it's over. That was funny. They stay hostile. I thought they become friendly to everyone when they get to... Is that only... Oh, it's because we're playing with hostile barbarians. There are no friendly barbarians. Normally, when you get to 30 influence, they become friendly. So they stop attacking. That's... Oh, no. That's why. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's rough, dude. That is so funny. That makes sense now. That is interesting. Yeah, so they literally can't be friendly. So they're not gonna be. Ooh, gold. Oh, I misclicked. I wanted the gold. I'm sorry. Wine. Here we are. Finally. I got you the wine. When's the next celebration? 3 turns. Hell yeah, dude. If you don't have wine for the next celebration, you're gonna cry. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Don't worry. Ooh, this land's all open over here, too. All right, I think we settle over here. Claim as much as we can, and then we're gonna back settle. But that can backfire in games, too. Ooh, production towards the libraries. I think that's gonna be next. And science buildings? Wait. Royal Library has the Codis slots. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we'll take out toolmaking and we'll run the 25 production towards buildings with great work slots because that includes our Royal Libraries and our regular libraries. All right, let me grab... Oh, I want this title to be in the capital, don't I? Why is there a barbarian boat here? Oh my goodness, dude. All right. All right. All right. Let me grab that tile. So let's go back to discipline. We'll get our other free commander. Look at the slinger over here to deal with this problem. It is now 200 gold to convert this to a city. There you are. Oh, I have 200 influence. Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to befriend and actually add support to that to get that city-state. I would like to have a city-state, please. Let's do a research collaboration here. Ada doesn't like us anymore, so we're going to go over to Egypt instead. All right. Double supported. 45 science. I don't like this. This is going to be a war.
Inventor.
Oh, someone's spying on me. I clicked off that screen way too fast. We can go military training. I'm going to need bronze working regardless. Let's grab that. All right, Royal Library time. Look at that. Dude, look at that. Look at that. 8 science. All right, here's a settler. Let's go up this way, grab all these resources. This is way too close to Ada. We need 200 gold for our second city. So the dilemma I usually find myself in is, do I buy granaries to lower the price of converting to city? Or do I just save for converting to city? Like, it's 100 gold for the granary, right? It's 200 gold to convert. But if I buy the granary, boom, it increases the population. It's now 175. So it's technically more efficient. And also, it could actually grow now the population by the time I get to 175. So maybe it'll be 150. So, I don't know. I'm playing around with how quickly you get to your first city. Nalanda is the only great work wonder, by the way. There's heaps in the Exploration Age. Yeah, there are heaps in the Exploration Age. Boom, oligarchy. Another boost to food. I only have one city. Also, dude, this guy's pillaging all my stuff. I am befriending them, so... Dude, why are you coming after me? Dude, the AI actually do Insight Raid, like, a lot. Oh, the Royal Library. The library rises. It's magnificent dwarfed by the worlds contained in the writings within. All text over additional codex by capturing a settlement. Oh. Or you get gold on the Royal Library. So... I wonder what you do. Oh, he's gonna settle down here. Shoot. Also, look at this tile, dude. 4 production, 8 science. Yeah, urban towns to buy libraries are actually really good. The AI uses Insight Raid when they have a surplus influence, which is a lot. Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't play on deity. They're just so, it's just so crazy. I have surplus influence. Look what I can do. Well. +1 gold on Royal Libraries is actually pretty decent. That's 1 gold per turn. In a game where there's no city-states near me, I think you take the gold here just to get 1 gold per turn. And then in basically every city, you're going to have another gold per turn in. Yeah, I really need to get another city now.
Do nothing which is...
Scout Ada's army? Yeah, probably. I got survey. I don't like what Ada's doing here. Alright, so I can get Coda Loss to get merchants online. I can also come up here. I can go over here. I can also get another codex here. Also, fortifications, signs on fortification buildings. That includes our great, our own building, by the way. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, yeah, look, it's 150 gold for the city now, so... Okay, that's soon. Oh, this commander. This commander has a leadership promotion. He should stay home. The other one can go out and get promoted. Or I guess they technically could both go bat. Yeah, they're all hostile barbarians, so... Alright, military training or engineering. Engineering is going to give you the amphitheater. And also get us up to academy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get another settlement. We unlock Songhai, which is interesting. Also, they're now friendly with me. Wait, they changed it. Oh, they are friendly. Oh, so it's only friendly to me. So they're not friendly to Ada. Did they change? It didn't used to work that way. Did they change how the friendly characteristic works? Because that's interesting. I can actually repair all that nonsense now. Plan to war Ada to defeat Babylon? I think you're right. I think you go after Babylon here. I mean, of course, in this situation, you have to be worried about a war, but... having people like make a like if someone befriended a city state that was right next to me, like assuming they're far away, but they befriended a city state next to me because they're being greedy, I could actually just go ahead and kill that city state because that would actually literally work for Babylon. Like it would actually, or Assyria, it would actually work out really good. All right, I do need an altar in the capital. I also really want my library. I want my barracks. I need more settlers. Oh, here's a settler. All right, so let me see. Where do I settle out this way? There's fresh water only in one spot. So I like this library. He's actually very close here. I really like the cavalry and the dies here. I think you don't overthink this one and you just send over this way. All right, I need to get my production. Barracks. Let's get the barracks down. We'll see if that gives science for us or not. Let's grab the gold now. All right, we're actually at hostile with Ada. I'm gonna actually try to reconcile, and she accepts. That's interesting. I'm gonna send my commanders up this way, though. 100. Next goal, I can get a city. Next turn, I can get a city. Yeah, we're checking the production on the barracks. Get him to heal. Actually, I'm gonna have this one commander that doesn't have promotion stay by this slinger. Ah, dang it. Yep, he settled here. I mean, that's fair, right? Like, that's gonna happen. I got greedy and I went up this way. So, but I could actually squeeze in here first. So grab the tin. Get that in a town. We have 219. Yeah, let's make a city. 150 gold to make a city. There we are. Now I can get my citadel. I can get royal libraries. I can actually build up things like saw pits now, too. What's a saw pit? Two turns to build. That's very quick. So this settlement, I need to actually pin out I guess this science is going to go... Yeah, there's resources over here. That means putting a wonder nearby, probably between them. And that actually puts the... Let's see, the library, royal library, actually goes very well because there's rivers around here. This whole thing's a river. Like this. Oh, you want to be on flat, though, so let's go here on this river. Bam. That does mean you can actually go ahead and build that first, the citadel. And move this population. Go over towards this cotton. Now the capital is going to need the altar. Ooh, hang on. Oh, look, no science in the barracks. Deity with the hostile barbarians is tough. Yeah, especially because the AI is spamming the incite raid. Yeah, the barracks is not a production bonus or production building, according to Benjamin Franklin's ability. That's weird. Let's get our library down to finish the quarter. And now that this is a city, I'm going to go ahead and put my colon in this city to get more food. And then the cotton. The capital can never flax. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, it's weird. You wouldn't think it worked that way, but I guess it does. So we're kind of boxed in. Actually, not really. I can expand out this way. We're fine. Go get some fish. that 3 food for a town? Very nice. Your action military infiltration was discovered by Ada. Whoops. Now, I do have wonders I need to build. Oh, I have so much I want, though. The altar is kind of important. What was I doing over here? Oh, the garden. The garden needs built. That needs to go up here. Let's also just grab these tiles so I can actually feel okay about cramping up them. All right. My next city. I guess should be this settlement, if anything. Up here, this could certainly be an urban town. Oh, actually, there's a monument here. No, Amida could be a city. All right, I'm gonna settle here like a nuisance and claim that gold because, I mean, he claimed what I wanted, so it is what it is. Let's also have him, we'll support another research thing. Research collaborations. We have so much influence for banking, actually. Blacksmith is a production building. Yeah, so the reason the barracks is technically a military building, I guess, is because it has a production towards land units bonus. Blacksmith is just production, though, so it should be a production building. Very interesting. Ooh, you get settlement limit on a military city-state. That's actually very nice, because that's going to help us get to fealty. I only need 3 more settlement points. Oh, man, as much as I want to go kill that now. Buy a brickyard here. Get some experience on this commander. Very nice.
Perfection is achieved. Not with
There's engineering. 68 science. Dude, we have a crazy amount of science per turn, though. We can get academies. Academies aren't 100% necessary, but they are nice. Go for a fishing town soon. Yeah, I need to, Amida here is the only one that can actually focus so far. But if I want Amida to be a city, then I need to keep growing. Who's got good rivers? Actually, yeah, I need to keep an eye on... oh, wait, I wanted a wonder here. Yeah, this needs to be a city. I guess they all could be cities, to be honest. Get the market. We'll get the Royal Library down. Shining exploration.
thou ever restless.
Ooh, Bermuda Triangle. Interesting. Oh, Bermuda Triangle. That is a CivGive all over it, dude. All right, there's Coda Loss. We got our first merchant. Let's go for another settlement limit up this way. And then I would love to trade with my immediate neighbor. Ooh, wow. That's actually a camel over here. That could be very useful. Wait, doesn't Assyria incorporating count? Let's test it. We'll see if that counts for a serious ability, because I heard it does. For getting you a courtesy. Which is busted if it does work that way. Molly's better than Shawnee. The song high, I guess. Normans would be good. Normans are a very good turtle civ to pick. Because not only would you have your fortification citadel, you would also have your moat and bailey. It would be so annoying to try to conquer you. Holy cow, that's hilarious. I really need the altar. I'm gonna put the altar actually right in the city center. That's fine. Go ahead and get some more cotton going. I really need to keep an eye on these wonders. And, dude, I have so much influence, actually. I do need to actually keep doing reconciliations because I want her to not have a war bonus on me. Or a lack of a war debuff, actually. Yeah, Shanghai. It sounds like for CivGive, they're gonna want to do bypass Civ Unlock to keep the draft interesting and unpredictable. Shawnee Infantry is insane. Yeah, dude, Shawnee is really good. Tecumseh's really good. All right, 194 gold. Maybe I go 4 cities here. Either way, I need to get this one built up first. Silver, gold, wine. All right, let's grab the resources I can't put anywhere. We'll get another food bonus. Ooh, do we do production bonus now? Let's just keep doing food. I need to get my towns up tall. I'll take out survey, run oratory, and I need to run the science on fortification buildings because that gives us science off of the citadels. All right, my culture is actually very low. Let's get a monument built. It's also influence too. This town can actually focus now, but I'm going to actually go ahead and keep buying stuff in it. Dude, harbors give science with Benjamin. That is so funny. Oh, it's a town. It will give science. I swear. I swear. Oh, shoot. Hello. What is this? Oh, it's the guy down here. All right, I need archers. I think some ballista could be fun too. She's rejecting my open borders. That's okay. This is a very small continent, I think. What was that? I heard units slamming. 2x future tech? Yeah, it's possible. There's a promotion. Boom. Get another leadership promotion. Yeah, you have sim generals. Now you could still go ahead and get the assault promotions afterwards. But just getting the one promotion in leadership is actually very nice. Grow this town, get another gold. $182. I could buy the granary, get this town growing. It is now 275 gold to convert. Ballists are better than archers versus boats. Yes, they are. I was just getting the archers as just like a general army because I'm still worried about Ada up here. Let's actually turn the harbor. There is a road here. I could actually put a bridge there if I wanted to. So instead, I'm gonna put the harbor here. Nice. The capital is growing very big. I can actually do a specialist now on my citadel. Wow, that already has 28 yield on it. Amazing, dude. Nice yield over here. You get all the resources you needed to grab. Get the clay pits online. Let's actually make this urban town. Urban center, right? Because that library is just really good. Though I am trying to save gold for over here first, I guess. And I want that town to grow. Hey, it incorporated! Great work, Courtesy has been... Hang on. Defeated. Change new technology unlocked. Military training. Oh my god. It does work. Incorporating city-states gives you a free tech and a codex. Can I get fealty? It counts as 1 for fealty, but it counted as conquering a city for Assyria. Bro. Bro. Holy... Okay, so you do want to rush city-states and influence. Interesting. Ooh, camels. That's so funny. That's so good. Assyria, dude, Assyria actually very good pick. Incredibly good sim pick. It's defensive, it is scary, no one wants to attack you, you have crazy science and production. Lends itself incredibly well with Benjamin Franklin, who is one of the like really good leaders to pick from too. Holy cow. And like, so, and also like, it's, let's say someone far away, like say Harriet Tubman had control of the city-state. I could go to war with the city-state, kill it, and Harriet Tubman can't do anything about it because she's all the way up here. Or this one down here. Oh, that's on Uluru. That's hilarious. That is actually really interesting. Hey, see you, Sassy. Thanks for hanging out. What is Crisis? We'll see next turn. Oh, next turn already? Jeez, dude. There certainly are going to be wonders I'm going to need. This city's going to build Der Shuriken, though, for sure. Because it's so close to him. $10 population, 250 gold to convert, making 100 gold per turn. Another merchant, 2 llamas. Ooh, diplomatic attribute point. Oh, this is a Franklin one. Have 4 trade routes? Yeah, absolutely. I can do that. I keep pronouncing Uluru wrong. Try Ulu... Uluru? Uluru. Oh, thank you. Uluru. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Crisis! Power at the center. At the heart of civilization, the capital city radiates authority. Banners bearing the sigil of empire flutter atop monuments to the power of people united. Yet another settlement distinguishes themselves. As their stars rise, citizens question their place in this larger community. Does empire truly represent us all? Oh, is that rebellion? It is. -3 happiness in settlements not founded by you. Boom. -6 happiness in settlements with unfilled resource slots. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this crisis. +0 happiness penalty. That's actually really nice. Oh, that's funny. We're getting away with this. Tough to get fealty? Yeah. I would have to kill Babylon to get fealty. Oh, ironworking time. Dude, the fact that you can skip these masteries is actually kind of huge. Oh, I don't need the bridge. That's funny. That's so funny, dude. Let's get a couple wonders, though. Oh, Pyramid of the Sun. That is somewhere to get some culture in the background. That is actually kind of decent. Yeah, this was already built. I wasn't going out of my way for this one. Oh, no, it's just not unlocked. Oh, I can go for it right now. Hang on. Ooh, I could actually still get that wonder. Do I have entertainment? Makes the crisis so much easier. True. That is far away. My culture is low. 43. Wait, this is a pyramid start, isn't it? Oh my goodness, it is. Look at this. Look at this river, dude. There's no way we build pyramids. There's gonna be someone playing Egypt for sure. Skip Mundo, do pyramids. Let me one-turn the fishing key so I can finish this quarter here. This is something I've been trying to play around with. Is like actually finishing all the quarters around your capital to get your palace adjacency really high. The AI have done a very weird job for settling. Also, let me give it a couple ballistas. We're gonna go after Babylon. They're fighting over here. Okay, this is what happened. They decided to go to war against each other. That's why no one's declaring war on me. That's so funny. Promotion. He may die, but that's okay. We're gonna go for the assault promotion here. Where's the other commander? Here. I'm gonna grab those siege units, and we're gonna send my military up this way. Oh, wait, science masteries give me culture. Right. 2 culture for each science technology mastery. Oh, so you do want to do tech masteries. Okay, hang on. Oh, so mastery of writing is very important. All right, guys, can you tell I've like played Assyria like once? And like by myself, so I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, okay. Dude, wait. Seriously? So, wait, Assyria, Benjamin, science, production, and culture boosts. Dude, that's, and military, scary. That's actually a really, oh, and look at this. Scientific attribute, look at this, militaristic. You don't want to know why, this is good. 5 common strength on independence. That means killing city-states. That means killing Babylon to get your codices. Oh, and look at this, a story to tell. You just get a free codex, right? The mastery for, wait, you still get a codex for finishing writing mastery. Just from a narrative event. How many codices do we have? 4? So, okay. You get 3 in the civic tree. You can get 1 from incorporating a city-state. You can get 1 from a narrative event. All right, so three from the civic tree gets you to the first legacy point. You need 3 more, which means 1 from the narrative event, 1 from incorporating a city-state, and 1 from conquering. Interesting. Interesting. So the masteries, like you get 2 production here from finishing the mastery to bronze working, right? But you also get 2 culture per turn. I wonder how much it's worth it. Oh, let's also make this a city now. This needs its own citadel. I'm really enjoying figuring this civ out though. That's really cool. Story to tell us from completing narrative events? Yeah, but like, what triggers the narrative event? Will it be packing settlers for exploration? Oh, dude, I forgot about that. All right, river tiles. Dude, there's 4. Oh, dude, there's such a good. Oh, I guess I could go up here. Oh, bro, putting a citadel around a river on a cliff? That's hilarious, dude. Okay. Everyone gets a story to tell. Raising a bit? Raising is strong. You got from Science Mastery. Yeah, everyone gets a narrative event. So, okay, this is why I'm confused. I am familiar that everyone gets a story to tell from the writing mastery. The problem is that I assumed that's where this codex went. Or do you get 2 codex from here normally? And Babylon only gets 1. I don't remember. This is cool as hell. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Anyways, dude, that's so sick. I need flood money into this city. Actually, it kind of really needs it. Yeah, look at it. Look at this science over here now too. All right, that is now a city. So let me go ahead and get some better stuff in there. Let's also put some cotton, spread the love a little bit. Going to war is kind of, what? Oh, I lost Dur Shuriken too. You normally get 2? Okay, thank you. That makes sense. Oh man, I hate losing wonders. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. There are a couple wonders you should probably try to get. Or we completely ignore it. Do that too. The other funny thing is actually skipping markets because our crisis right now. Like, I don't want to have unfilled resource slots. Oh, let's just get the saw pit. Put that right here so I can get a library built. Pyramids is still here is kind of crazy. Oh, the bath going here? What else? What pairs with the bath, actually? Hang on. Bath can go here. What was the other river building? Is there one? Bridge, technically. Ah, okay. Interesting. Scout out Ado's army. I do have a lot of influence. Also, I hate this. I hate the AI trade cities. I hate it. I hate it. Please disable it, please. Oh, villas. True. That actually sets up a good next era, though. For Benjamin? Yeah. Hang on. Let me actually make this an urban center. Just because I really want to buy that library up this way. I only have a +2 academy. Crazy. +2 amphitheater. Villa is +2. Villas are very good, though. Fishing Key used to pair with Bath before they got Harbor. Yeah, I guess you're right. One of them's ageless and one isn't, but that's fine because it got removed later. I'm still confused as to why they removed the inherent pairing of sawmill and grist mill, because now the sawmill doesn't need to go on a river tile. Ooh, one turn mastery currency is fun. All right, let's see. Let's get the... Actually, build merchants in this city to go over here. Oh, I don't have any slots, actually. Blacksmiths are production buildings, though. I need to keep an eye on that. So let's get this. But always want to put your specialist in your unique quarter because you don't lose adjacencies there. Civ needs a loyalty system to make city swapping non-issue. They need a... So the problem is nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Oh, there's Der Shuriken. I'm assuming they added some type... Because the forced settling problem is nowhere near as bad as it used to be. The AI seems to not try to settle so aggressively. They must have added not loyalty as a mechanic, but loyalty as a under the hood modifier, which would make it less attractive to settle cities in crazy locations. That was like my immediate advice. That's kind of like the more or less obvious answer to do if you're a game developer, is to reintroduce, because you don't want loyalty. The problem isn't with the mechanic not being here. The problem is how the AI interacts with it. So you don't need to add loyalty into Civ 7. You just need to make sure that the AI thinks loyalty is in the game so that it doesn't settle so weird, right? Modifiers. AI modifier type of deal. Don't totally discount chance of pyramids. Yeah, it's true. I just feel like I'm being pulled in a bunch of different directions. They moved the sawmill for balance reasons. I need to know why though. Saving 2 spots on a river as harsh for Khmer. Yeah, the thing is, it paired well. Sawmill, gristmill. Like when they added like the Fishing Key Harbor pairing, I really like the pairings of ageless buildings. So you can have this ageless quarter that doesn't worry about adjacencies, and that's why I liked it. Worst thing the AI can do is when you have a city 80% siege and they give it to your ally. That's why I don't do alliances anymore. That's the other thing. They needed to add a loyalty-esque behavior attribute to the AI, and they need to disable city trading entirely because the AI cannot use it properly. It's ridiculous. Make influence the new loyalty. Yo. If there was like an inspire rebellion sanction espionage action, there are things to like pillage, but to make a city revolt through espionage would be amazing. Also, I can be stealing tech here. Also, let's read an announcer actually, now that I spent all that time trying to fix things. $75% through the era. Interesting. Oh, Tech Wrangler. Ambition drives innovation. With still so much to discover and explore, mastering a skill becomes the work of a lifetime. Mastery is found through meticulous research, a codex. Why did I get this? Tech Wrangler. Oh, is this from just doing several tech masteries? You get a narrative event? I love how it's so funny where like you can't get codex from doing tech masteries, but then there's 2 narrative events that are tied to tech masteries. Happiness on production buildings, gold on altar, culture on food building, dude, amazing. Granaries, pop off, dude. Hang on a second. We're at 5 codex already. That's pretty aggressive. Ooh, production bonus now. Bam. Alright, let's go to the Royal Library up here too. This city, I'm still gonna throw gold in. Somewhere. Barracks. Oh, do you save that spot for the Academy Blacksmith actually now? Let's just buy the library up here that we were looking at. Maybe I should upgrade these units. Junction. We're the same thought. Same thought. All right, this settlement is still growing. Ooh, there's actually a bunch of stuff over this way. Bam. Grab the column. All right, the capital. Let's build the pyramids. It doesn't matter. This is a very good spawn for pyramids. So we got 2 archers. Got all these guys. I probably should have some units over here, to be honest. Babylon should fall pretty quick. Two X future tech yet? Yeah, we got some good stuff going on here. yeah, we have all of our traditions done. Let's get Mundo Perdino unlocked. Colosseum would be really nice. Crisis policy slot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this is something I didn't realize. The point of specialists is to, in the abstract, right, increase science and culture while adding more of a burden to your maintenance in the form of food and happiness, right? The people that are specializing, those are your thinkers, your writers, your philosophers, your astronomers, right? They're not in the field growing the food, right? They're in the cities researching and creating culture. But the point mechanically of specialists is to increase adjacency modifiers. And so whenever you have a specialist, you want to put it on a tile that has really good adjacencies. Like this Royal Library has +4 from all the rivers nearby, or the villa here has +2 from the mountains. But remember, your palace is an adjacency building. This has adjacency from all of these nearby quarters. So you're increasing the +1 science and culture from every quarter by 50%. So your city center is actually a really good place for a specialist. And it's funny because I almost always avoid settling like on a good library tile because I want to put my specialist there with my library. But wait, no, like it's still a good tile if that's going to be your capital city at some point to have a specialist. This is 4.5 science and culture here. Boom. So now there is 45 yield on a city center with, it just has an altar there, which isn't getting adjacency. But I should have an adjacency building in there and to make the most of it, which is cool. The only question is, do you keep the palace in the city? That is a very good question. This is something I realized from watching Paisley Tree's recent video about buildings. Her beginner guide, actually. I just don't think about this kind of stuff. I just have not thought about like, oh, right, the city center is a really important adjacency tile. So when it comes to antiquity and your adjacencies, you want to put your one specialist, right, on usually an ageless building, a really high yield tile, though you're going to lose those adjacencies at the era flip unless you have a Golden Age Academy. Or you want to put them in your city centers, right? Like, because that's also a good place to put them, especially if you're a science civ and you need more culture, because there's 11 culture here. Now, if I move the capital, as you're saying, let's say I move the capital over here, now I don't have a crazy palace that's going to give me all of those yields. I could focus on putting all of those quarters up in this city and getting it online as fast as possible. If I do want to do what I like doing, which is moving capitals, but you have to set it up that way. Always like beginner guys, just in case I forget something. I 100% the same way. I love Poppy, dude. Hey, thanks for the subscription. Welcome in. Welcome in. Dude, I love beginner guides. There's always one little detail. Dude, I watch beginner guides and I'm like, I know 95% of the stuff in there. But that one thing I didn't know, I freak out every time. I love it. I freaking love it. How's it going? Going good. We have a very solid start here with Benjamin Assyria. Crazy combination with science production and even a culture boost. We are fundraising for CivGive. I'm happy, dude. I'm happy. We got a really good head start on CivGive this year, by the way. Like like seriously, you guys are crazy. So yeah, we want to build up the quarters next to this city center if I want to move a capital here. So like these, that's why having your warehouse buildings nearby are good. Now Paisley mentioned also not putting wonders next to your palace because your wonders aren't quarters for the sake of the adjacency to your palace. That's why I'm looking at putting a bath and a bridge here to get the extra, the full adjacency modifier here, which is really funny. You really like unique quarters versus unique improvements because it makes the choice with specialists are more interesting? Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I do. There's a lot in Civ 7 that's actually really good. Like a lot. Like I really like it. Also, walls are gonna give us science as a Syria. That's just like good to have. So when I don't know what to do, like just walls. I love when walls like fortifications give you yield. Colossus? Oh, this is gonna be the Maz city. This settlement still needs to... Yeah, let's get the blacksmith. And academy there. Let's get a colon. Let's pull out the llama for the cotton. Hello? The food actually is really good. Oh, the wool's good too. What happened to that fish? That fish should go down here in a city or a town. All right, -6 happiness in cities, -6 happiness in towns, or -7 influence. We'll do the influence because we have a good amount of influence per turn right now anyways. Oh, is Paisley streaming? Nice. Alrighty, I want to declare war on Babylon. Here's my archers and my siege units. This guy doesn't have assault. I'm gonna have to deploy first. You know what I don't have are my chariots, dude. Build some of those. There's gonna be 8 players for CivGive.
From the summit of these pyramids,
We're gonna have a maximum capacity game.
history look down upon.
We would have 10 if we could, but Civ doesn't support 10 yet. Looking forward to CivGive. Have you heard anything regarding mods or non-mods? There's gonna be a couple mods because you have to. It's gonna be very light for mods though. Basically just the mods that will allow us to get the format right. There's no like better spectator mod though. So the CivShow are working on a fix for that. You think you see several mods on the screen? Yes, we do actually have a new mod list. Oh, I actually don't have a command for it. If you go in my Discord, I do have I officially have a mod list set up. What do we got here? We got the advanced yield bar. That shows you a little more information up here, like production, population, units, resources, and your codices up here. That one's pretty nice. We have detailed map tax, which is in my like basic starter pack. Immersive diplomacy screen is very nice. It makes the leaders actually look at you. So when you meet them, they are in the center of the screen talking to you. And when you do diplomacy, they're directed at you. And whenever they come to you for another trade agreement, they're looking at you instead of looking across the screen at your avatar over on the left side where you have this like theatrical not looking at me or watching our own play of ourselves kind of thing, which I feel like is a little odd. The mod's a little bit weird because their eyes aren't going to be centered on you because the characters aren't designed to look at you. They're just rotated. But it's a very simple mod that I'm enjoying a lot actually. Is Paisley in the CivGive? I would love Paisley Trees. Paisley Trees is probably the person that deserves their spot in CivGive the most. I believe because she's a new mom, she's not available to dedicate an entire 8-hour game. but we're looking for ways to have her to be like as involved as possible. Right now, I think she's involved with an interview. With I guess I can't really announce all this stuff yet, but she's going to be involved in some degree. But I don't think the player list is a secret either. But she was, of course, I can put it, she was invited as a player. So if she is not a player in CivGive, that's her own availability reason if she isn't playing. Detail map actually really good. Yeah, mod list. Yield previews that shows you your yields on your policy cards. Very, very necessary. We got more lenses. Boom. Settler. Continent. But also we have biomes. Shows you which biomes you're on. Tropical, plains, grassland. It'll show you tundra really easily. There's a lot of these lenses that are kind of like less useful. But you have your government, so you can see oligarchy versus classical republic. There's a religion one that we'll see here later. Yeah, anyways. Ready or not, this is just a quick little mod that actually affects it shows you how many turns you have until your next celebration right here. And it also has these things light up when things are ready. Resorts, I don't think, oh, it puts these together. I don't know if that one's actually working right now. And then global relations panel, boom. We can actually see a little global relations. If you play this with, if you play the global relations panel mods and other civs, you can see our relationship with every leader, and who's at war, and it's kind of dynamic. Use the map tricks too. I have that saved. I haven't really played with that mod enough to actually know what it does before I put it on my list. I didn't want to put everything on my list at the same time. I know it's a good mod though. Orders them in a line so they stay orderly. Yeah, there's been a lot of mods that they break though every single time you update. Every single time Firaxis updates the game, a lot of the mods do break. So it's kind of hard to keep an active mod list because it keeps changing. I like generally showing the UI as the game is, and I know there's gonna be for the most part, but right now I think it's fine. All right, let's actually have some practice fighting a city-state. Who are these? Babylon? Yeah, we're gonna have to buy archers and walls up this way. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and let's do a little cheeky surprise war on Babylon. That declares war on Ada immediately. Again, she's looking at us because the mod.
You have lost your mind, and your head will soon follow.
The UI mods do add a ton, yes. The only thing I was saying was that it just was delaying me from adding things, is basically what I was getting at. Let's go ahead and take out that sling. Oh, I didn't actually take out the slinger. All right, let's take a quick little shot here. And I want Babylon to fall as quickly as possible. But we'll get a nice quick little promotion here and go up the assault tree. That, of course, gives us to war with Ada. I didn't have any trade routes with her, though, so that's okay. I want to go in the Bermuda Triangle so bad. Where are your chariots? We're spamming them right now. Uh-oh. Orders, please? Run away! Oh, Harry Tubman's at war with me now, too. That's funny. As long as,
If I can't change your heart, I suppose I'm gonna have to take you out of the way.
All right, Harriet Tubman. As long as Tecumseh doesn't, let's form an alliance with Tecumseh. Form an alliance with Tecumseh, put you at war with others. I'm already at war with her, dude. Ooh, Cowrie. Golden City, Science and Towns. Very nice. Watch out, she's got a gun! Future tech, huge. 7 turns. I don't want to finish that before the era, though. Oh, wow. Holy cow. We're going future tech very... I don't want it to finish the era early, though. Maybe I get some of these... I want to... Oh, Master the Wheel. The movement for siege units is actually really good here. We'll get an archer here. What I can actually do is I can actually step my general, pack the siege units, and then redeploy them. Just so they can move 2 tiles this turn and then get ready to attack. It does consume their movement, so it's not 100% broken, but very nice. Poor llamas. Did you want a bridge? Yeah, dude, there's a million things I want right now. Oh, there's a cliff here. No shot. Hang on. Okay, wait, I can still fight. Okay, this is what the cliff thing is actually for. Oh, wait a second. I know that this is the map tricks mod is actually used for, is figuring out how... Okay, I can walk on these tiles. Oh, shoot. I hope that works. Yeah, without wheel mastery, siege units live inside generals. Absolutely. Absolutely. Amida needs to buy walls. Bam. Alright, we have a siege unit. I wanted that here for this boat, because this boat's kind of annoying. And then the chariots are coming now. The camera rotating a mod? No, this is actually in-game. You hold down Alt and then click and drag.
Now.
Yeah, it's been in the game since the very launch, actually. Alright. No valid targets. How can I not hit Babylon? Rough? Oh, no, they both can hit Babylon. Weird. I don't know why I don't have focus fire. Oh, look, let's kill it. Bum, 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 bum. Free tech, mathematics, mastery. 10 turns in the era. All right, we get to future tech now. We'll get it once. I didn't want to trigger that early, but why did that move the era so fast? There should be a military lens that makes cliffs easier to see. Yeah, so there... Yes. I know Map Tricks does it too. Hills and mountains, cliffs, combat. Nope. I know there is a mod that does it. Hello, those are Civ 6 icons. Yo, free improvements, hilarious. All right. You can't use generals to attack unoccupied districts, even fortified. That's, yeah, that's a bug. Has to have a unit in it? Yeah, that's very weird. All right, well, that's dead. And my chariots are here, so that's cool. Oh, shoot. I gotta worry about the rebellion stuff. So that gave us a codex. It also gave us access to fealty here. Culture, I still need to wonder. Economic, I still need resources. So I need to get as many improvements as possible. Let's go here. Oh, I should probably not put it specialist. And yeah, that actually ruined our happiness. Let's get villas built. Ooh, a military attribute point. Nice. Let's get a free war support. Improve trade relations with Tecumseh. Yeah, only -1 with Harriet. That's because she declared war on us. She doesn't get free 5 war support on offensive wars. It's only when she gets declared on. Ooh, there's Mausoleum. Boom. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, happiness is a problem. Good thing we got llamas. Zero, -4. -1. Babylon's really low. I need a commander in there then. Oh, it's gonna flip because of the crisis. Hang on. We'll get a commander in there. Now it's only -9. That helps a lot. I also make sure we never go into negative war readiness from war support. So let's push that. Oh, shoot. All right, you're at 2 happiness now. So this settlement actually should be okay. Hello? All right, well, I'm going to send some of my military this way. Get iron improved. There's actually pearls over this way. Awkward crisis. Yeah, this is actually kind of... It's really tough to be aggressive in the loyalty crisis. How are we on happiness? Happy, 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 happy. Everyone's happy except Babylon, but this is occupied, so... I'm going to move one of my commanders home. And then, yeah, we need to keep some of our units here. Oh, that guy's gonna die. Alright, cool. So, 4 happiness, 3, 5, 3. So, buying altars are going to be useful here for happiness as well. Or specifically buying villas. This settlement can now specialize. It looks like it's going to be a food town. Ooh, actually trading outposts. 2 happiness to each resource tile in the town. Or resort town. Happiness and gold per age on rural tiles in this town that have at least 1 happiness. 50% yield from natural wonders. Resort towns would actually increase happiness on a couple of these tiles. Interesting. I think we'll just make this a fishing town and buy a fishing key. As well as a harbor to increase our gold per turn. Yeah, we're not trying to hit a golden age. I don't really have my academies. I'd love to get more merchants, though. Next turn. How does mementos work for CivGive? I actually don't. So a lot of these questions, I actually don't have the answers to. A lot of things we're not even going to know until, like, the day of. Which is going to be funny. They're good questions. Oh, shoot. Stop putting a specialist down. Hey, Ada discovered my steel tech, but we stole tech. So that's cool, right? Angry mob in Babylon. Oh, we're winning all of the legacy paths. That's funny. Babylon's at -7. I guess I can send my chariots to go pillage till the end of era. Dude, these freaking boats, man. Alright, I'll do -10 happiness in the capital because they can actually soak that up decently. And then I look at my units. I have 18 units. Interesting. That includes a trade caravan, though. Oh, and scouts. Hang on. Alright, so I have 2 commanders. That means I'm going to have, what, 14 units carry over the era. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so I need to stop building units. Am I streaming any more this week? Yes, Poppy. We'll be streaming here on Thursday evening to be playing this game. I'll be streaming on Friday night to be playing an Anno 117 game. I'll be streaming Saturday morning to play some multiplayer Civ 6 or Civ 7 here. And we'll be streaming with the CivShow on Sunday. There's going to be a lot of streams this week. I'm hoping I can do all of them. Discord updates. There'll be updates in the Discord if any of it changes, though. Oh, Mundo Perdino. Let's get that. Also, your chariots can attack and then move, which is hilarious. Oh, I need 4 trade routes for that diplomatic point. Repair a monument there. I need to buy merchant and then train merchants. Babylon might rebel. I mean, we knew that, but... All right, I'll see you later, Poppy. Oh, for sure, I agree. Oh, Appalachia has rebel and is coming to me.
Ships.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll repair all that very quick. Yeah, thank you. This feels like this should be mine anyways. Wait, does that count as 2 points for military? It does. Holy cow, hang on. Two happiness in all settlements. Fantastic. All right. So that did happen to create -5 happiness everywhere, though. So I'm building a wonder. We're at 0 happiness here. This settlement's going to... Oh, this is at 1 happiness as well. Oh, hello, guys. I'll let that spearman die. Oh, no, actually, he's fine. Glad we went entertainment? Absolutely. Oh, yeah, that card's going to save us, isn't it? Oh, I need my markets, too. So what we need 2 more slots. Yeah. Let's get our last. We can probably buy the last merchant, to be honest. Improve trade relations. How is that Tecumseh City? Oh my gosh. Okay. Sure. Sure. Sure, dude. I hate the way the AI trades cities around. I really do. I really do. All right, my gold definitely needs to go down here to Appalachia. Oh, no, that settlement's happy too.
A vast tomb lies
The
over
mausoleum of
of
Halicarnassus.
such dimensions,
A vast tomb.
of such exquisite
A vast
beauty,
tomb.
as no
Love it, dude.
other shade can
Freaking love it,
boast.
dude. And there's future tech. Nice. Not gonna hit that twice. That's fine. Master engineering. Let's go ahead and grab some of these nice river tiles. Because we have pyramids. Go over to the dyes. Diplomatic point. That feels really good. Supporting, rejecting, or befriending independence. Let's do befriending independent powers, because that's going to be really good next turn. Let's get another production boost up. Let's run ethics for culture from specialists. Very nice. Wow, I'm surprised we got that, to be honest. I don't think we're getting Golden Age academies, actually. Oh, let's just actually build a +4 academy there. Babylon's happy. Oh, Babylon's not mine. That's why. All right. Take that over. Oh. There we go. Babylon will gradually destroy over a period of, like, what is raising, dude? Babylon will destroy over 7 turns. So settlements do not generate any yield. -2 influence per turn when you control this settlement during the age. -4 influence per turn for the rest of the age. Once your raising is complete. But it doesn't count as a settlement. I need the settlement. Oh, also I want to buy a settler. And settle, like, last turn over here. Oh, hi, Harriet Tubman. Who the heck I am? All right. Alright, gotta keep my summons happy. There we go. Can't raise it fast enough. Why would I want to raise it though? Is kind of my question. I don't understand the point of raising cities in really at all. Isn't it better just to have it? I understand if it's a terrible city, but it's not great, but it's still a settlement. Would you like to peace, actually? Oh, she does. They both do. Nice. The only problem is if it flips again. It shouldn't flip again, though.
Ah. Your insight into this matter is most remarkable.
Very nice.
Not too bad. Oh,
Not too bad. That means I can actually get trade routes back with him too. Sumerians have been defeated.
My light is great.
Where are the Sumerians? Hey, there we are.
The foothold of the people.
The Mundo Perdido.
Because my eyes are of metal.
Exactly what we called
While
for.
my teeth glitter with jewels.
You wish there was more city flipping crises.
All the
And there's ritual rites. Alright, culture tree. Let's go for mastery of discipline. Let's see if we can get a Gate of All Nations. There's Colosseum. How many turns we got? 3. Oh, we need our markets. These are all +4 markets. It's fine. Or +0 markets. They're just 4 gold. I can one turn a settler. It's gonna take too long to get that last settlement. I'm gonna just ignore it. Get a bath built. This town can now focus. $11 food, 11 production. Let's go mining town just to get a little bit more gold per turn out of that city.
do nothing. Perfect.
Oh. Alrighty, let's see. I can't hit future attacks, so we'll just click something here. Get a culture mastery as well. Let's build that ancient bridge just because I want to finish. I want to actually try that, finishing all the quarters around the capital. Actually feels good. Gate of all nations is available. The AI did not build wonders today. That's crazy. And we what, have 2 turns left? Yeah, so we do get signs off walls, so I might as well just go ahead and build some walls for next stage. Around the Citadel, too. And also a monument. Culture and warehouse buildings? Dude, that's so good. Babylon's still unhappy, but that's fine. Alright, we have 3 out of 4 trade routes set up. Capital has 69, science, nice. Sweet. Last turn, I can set up my 4th trade route and get that diplomatic point. Sweet, dude. Dude.
There is another one.
Have a quick little happiness rural tile up that way, and this settlement in now can grow and get happiness too. Sweet. Go to that ivory tactics, and what is this? 1 turn left. Might as well get some walls. Or the ancient bridge? Just kidding. We already got one. Nice! Dude, look at that! Dude, 14 science and 12 culture on this tile is insane. Alright, 1 turn left. So the ancient bridges do give you gold, but they have a happiness maintenance, so you don't want to build them if you don't have to. Yeah, I'll just build walls everywhere. Get a nice little fishing key harbor on that island city. Very nice. I literally need like 1 resource slot. Here we are, merchant. Or no, I need this slot. Can I 1 turn on market somewhere? I could have bought one. All right, next turn I can buy one, I think. Diplomatic point. Supporting and rejecting independent stuff. Oh, look at that. Very nice. People are sad that they can more easily cross water. I know, right?
The truly brave never boast.
They are mad that the state collects the toll instead of the ferryman getting paid. True. All right, Amita, I need to get a market spot. $5 gold over there. Get the last resource in. There we are. Golden Age for Silk Roads. And that's it. That's fine. This is actually kind of... This is really interesting, dude. I really like this setup. 163 science, 100 culture per turn, 9 settlements, almost 200 production, 20 units. Take that, Barbs. I'm surprised we even got this far in the codex. Last turn settled 3-3 military. Yeah, I would have had to have it set up. Or even had settlers ready in my commanders or something. That's fine. Turn 68. In our multiplayer games, that's actually kind of a long era, to be honest. Usually the era flips at like turn 63. We had like an extra 5 turns there. Which is pretty crazy to say.
Many hands and many minds worked to make Assyria prosper. In the end, all contributed and all benefited.
But this is pretty good though for abbreviated ages. When you kind of handicap yourself for the Great Library path, 8 points here is not bad. How is Assyria supposed to get codices? So they don't get codices from the normal tech masteries, but you get 3 codices from your unique culture tree. You can still get 2 of them from narrative events, so that already puts you at 5 out of 6 for the second milestone. You can get a codex by conquering cities, but apparently it also includes incorporating city-states. So if you literally just complete your traditions, you do the 2 narrative events, and you incorporate or conquer 1 city-state, you can get the second milestone in science. Now, in terms of playing single player and you're fighting AI, you could pretty reliably still get the full Golden Age, but that's less reliable in multiplayer. All right, and this is why this is what we actually really like seeing opposite here. So the whole reason we're playing Assyria is because I wanted to have an interesting combination with Benjamin Franklin, who in a game where production is king has a bonus to building production buildings. Those buildings also give science, and then Assyria also has a science and production unique quarter, where the production building with Benjamin also gives science, but he also just has a really good scientific endeavor, and his production bonus applies to building the unique quarter as well. He gets 50% production towards production buildings. That includes the Citadel, which means you just have so much production, you have so much science, you get culture as Assyria by researching tech masteries, so you have a decent amount of culture as well, and you have a lot of fortifications of walls to make you a good turtle. So then you focus on food, you focus on production, and then you can transition into the exploration era into a civ like opposite, where now you get 30 gold for each rural population of a city where you create a specialist, which means the food that we've been baking up is actually going to pay off here, literally in gold. And then opposite, of course, has a really good unique buildings for Mosque Madrasa, that this is a huge amount of culture, happiness, and science here. Science building, Madrasa also gives you science for quarters. The mosque gives you happiness and culture adjacency for happiness buildings. Really, really good yield, Civ. And between your unique ageless buildings from Assyria and Abbasid, the first turn of Modern Era, you're going to have a really high ageless science and culture yield, which is pretty dang good.
As the knowledge of the world and the heavens,
Do people ever give settlements and peace deals in multiplayer? I assume not. Probably not. Probably not. People tend to be actually very spiteful when it comes to wars and multiplayer. So I wouldn't bank on it. There we are. And also, our capital is keeping the adjacency from having all these quarters nearby, which is very interesting. We could still move the capital, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, looking at the Age of Exploration, so we have a few different things here. The first thing we can do is we can take fealty, the +2 settlement limit for our military points. Benjamin Franklin, for this age, you gain 15% influence at the cost of -2 combat strength for your naval units. Eesh, I don't like that. We can get a diplomatic point or a cultural point. We actually had quite a few diplomatic points already. We also have one right now. Let me look. The diplomatic point we have right now can go to a social policy slot. Legendary, allowed 25% relationship for studying and supporting endeavors. Culture and science for city-states or Susanov. Military sabotage espionage action is actually kind of decent. You could also go happiness here. I really like the social policy slot, though. Scientific-wise, I can go for reduce maintenance. We can go for resource science. I really like resource science. Diplomatically, let's go for the social policy slot. Yeah, legacy points, let's go for... I could use a cultural point. My culture's a little low. We can take Silk Road's Golden Age here. When I move my capital, I don't normally go for Silk Roads, but am I moving my capital? I can change it to either of these settlements. Both of them are pretty good. What, 26 production, 28 production, 47 production here. I really like my capital, though. The capital is a little full. Hang on. How would I district it? Madrasas. Well, it's gonna be a city either way. Let's actually not move the capital. I actually like trying this out. Let's do Silk Roads here. We'll keep our 3 cities as they are. And then I'm gonna take the... economic point, and then we have 3 scientific points to spend. So, codices, scientific attributes... Let's do science for codices and a scientific attribute. And we'll confirm. Yeah, I really like having this ageless... I've never done this before, where you have the ageless science and culture from a palace set up. Nice. You like treasure towns in multiplayer? Never cities. They want my cities, they have to conquer them. Help with culture? Yeah, absolutely. So let's go cultural point. Palace and city halls. Economic will go gold. That's actually 18 gold per turn. That's actually really nice. That's actually, wow, yeah, the The immediate goal for how many trade routes you had, that was 20 gold per turn. But this is an ageless thing that's going to scale. That's actually way better. And scientifically, let's go for science in... Ooh, hang on. Do we go science for towns? Or science and specialists? Opposite gives you gold for each rural population of a city when you create a specialist. So Opposite likes a lot of cities. Benjamin likes cities too because of the science. So I don't want to be limited to 3 cities. So let's do science in the towns. Bam. That's also 12 science per turn right now. Sweet. So we're at 9 out of 10 settlement limit. I can settle a couple of settlements over here to grab a couple more resources. That includes settling... I guess there. There's an ivory here. Settling... I'm going to explore and settle down that way. I could do treasure resources and stuff like that, but I think actually turtling and just focusing on the homelands and focusing in on the culture and science trees is more important than getting treasure resources. What boost do we get from future tech? Cartography. Unironically, I wanted machinery, which would have been funny. Ooh, wharfs. So my goal this era is to really lean into the science and culture. So I also want to know where my madrasas and stuff are going. Madrasas need to go by quarters and science constructibles. While the mosque needs to go by happiness. Or culture. Actually, culture from happiness constructibles and happiness from culture constructibles. Okay, so it's both. So like a mosque is really good here. But the madrasa is better over this way. Oh, I could overbuild the library and the barracks. I could put the madrasa mosque next to... Oh, yeah, right here, actually. I could put it there. Except you're gonna want your science here. Observatory there. I guess I can go right here. That way it's next to a wonder. It's next to your happiness stuff for this way. Yeah, I guess it's that. Science by tin and gold would be fine. Oh, true. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Sweet. This city will want to have... You'll be wanting next to the science and the culture buildings here. So, you'll be putting your observatory over here. And your culture buildings over here. Like so. And then this city... overbuild all of this here. Right, the Royal Library is a science constructible. I think it just goes over here. So you do like having them next to your other one. Yeah, that worked here too. Nice. Okay, yeah. So opposite does go really well with Assyria, considering the Royal Library synergizes with the Madrasa really well. Interesting. So you want to go immediately for Stonecutters as Benjamin for the production. I also need to keep an eye on what to put in this city center here, because that has a good specialist tile. I guess that just means putting like a bazaar in there. Or even later on, the bank. Or guild hall even. The guild hall, yeah. Any text trees or wonders we're after? I'm not sure. So, the goal here is going to be spreading my religion and enlightenment. Very, very much like, you know, Muslim Caliphate type of stuff here, which is really interesting. But in terms of tech tree, you really want to go end up towards the bottom of the tech tree for all of this science and technology stuff. Things like your universities, your kiln, all the way up to urban planning for your specialist limits. And culture tree wise, wow, there's gonna be a lot to play around with. All right. But I really like this. I really like the defensive science production bend of Assyria paired with Benjamin into an Abbasid play, which is going to complement the science and then add in culture in a really interesting way. I really like that. I really like that. And then you can actually focus in on the religion, which we're going to have a religion name and everything. All right, I will be ending the stream here, though. I'm getting to that point. We have so much to look at right now, right? There's so many things to look at. So I'll be ending the stream here, but don't worry, guys. I will be sending you over to Paisley Trees. So just hang tight. Don't worry, you don't have to click off. For anyone that's still here, make sure you check out the link in the description for all of the information on the CivGive fundraiser, as well as Gamers Outreach and the Tiltify link to donate. Of course, providing video game access to Children's Hospital is very, very nice. A very good charity. Very, very much enjoy it. And of course, I'll be doing a super long run, 1 mile for every $100 that we raise again. And I'm excited for that. Really excited for that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna head out. Remember, there is, of course, a link to the Discord where all the updates are gonna be. There's gonna be a lot of live streams this week, so I'll see you guys all later. And I'm gonna go ahead and raid over to Paisley Trees, both on Twitch and over to YouTube. And I'll see you guys soon. Alrighty, catch you over there. Bye-bye.